Hi, I'm Ariel, and this is going to be my talking about how I did in structured reading video and what I read, my wrap up for May. So, I'm going to talk about structured reading first. Oh, and if you see there's a change in my surroundings, it's because I'm in Canada. I am at my girlfriend's, so I don't really know how much I'm going to be able to post during the month of June, but I will try to do something at some point. So in the month of May, I did structured reading, and I feel like my original TBR was too ambitious, but my actual TBR was very ambitious. And I didn't do well. So I did structured reading with a mindset of it's just planned, I can do this. I did better than I thought that I would in the beginning, but I did worse than I went into it thinking I would do, if that makes any sense. So the books I got through were Doing Harm by Kelly Parsons and the fifth Harry Potter book. I'm still planning on doing a sort of discussion with Gabby from Gabby Arcanum's about the book, but we haven't gotten there. So with Doing Harm, I got through before I was supposed to, because at the end I was just like, I want to do this, so I did it and was like, oops. And then with Harry Potter, some days I read the amount I was supposed to and got really pissed off because there would be action and I would have to stop in the middle of it because I can only read until 50 pages, which drove me insane. It was so annoying for me. And some days I didn't read at all, so the next day I read more than I was technically supposed to because I had to catch up. And it, all in all, I finished the fifth Harry Potter book on time. May was an extremely stressful month. I feel like if I wouldn't have had the life stresses I had, maybe I would have done better. But I had them, it happened, it is what it is. So for my takeaways for structured reading, I feel like structured reading would be for someone that is reading, and these are just my opinions, so please, my opinions only. I feel like structured reading is just for someone who wants to get through a certain book, like a textbook. Like, it'd be really good for learning because you set yourself a goal, you complete the goal, you'll learn what you have to learn, you'll get what you got to get to move on to the next section. But for me, reading for fun, it wasn't fun. Like, even though I had read The Order of the Phoenix, I don't even know how many times, I wasn't having fun reading it. I dreaded having to read it. It became a chore. It became tedious. If I wasn't in the mood to read, work was stressful, life was stressful. It was more than I could handle. And that was literally just from the beginning to the middle of the month. And then the rest of the month, I was in a reading slump. I would have picked up Practical Magic if I was able to have Practical Magic. I did get it from the library, but I had to give it back because I got it digitally, so my digital copy was about to end, and I went to try to refresh it because I was literally going to be able to start reading it in 2 days, and there were people waiting for it after me, so I didn't get a chance. I do think structured reading works for some people, especially if you're reading just to get a book read. Like, okay, well, I want to read this and this and this and this, so I need to space out my time. I think for people who have the need for that in their lives, it's great. But me personally, my life is normally extremely structured. My day-to-day life, I have, I got to be at work at a certain time. I've got to do things at a certain time. I've got to go shopping on these certain days. I meal prep. So when I read, that's me time. I want to pick it up and put it down when I want to, as much as I want to, or even read a book all in one sitting because I can. And that's just what's going to work for me. If you want to try structured reading on your own, maybe try the way David does it. Or if you want to figure out a way to do it on your own, like, I think that it could work for some people. Just me, it wasn't for me, like, at all. And no. But I did give it a go. So I think that's all that matters, is that I tried. I did technically succeed, but not to the extent that I wanted to. So that is kind of my wrap up and my structured reading all in one. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you some other time. I will try to post as much as I can in June, but I'm gonna be busy. So don't go away.